So this is our Wuji stance. I'll talk you through some cues to come into it. You might tuck your tailbone under a little bit. Just feel the spine long and straight. You want to feel the chest sinking, not opening out, sinking. The back of the shoulders wide. Feel the gap between your ears and your shoulders. So back of the neck is long. And then you might take your attention all the way down to the balls of the feet, the toes. Give your next breath all the time it needs. All right, so today's practice, we're going to be doing the fifth form of Wu Chin Si, the 5 animal frolics. And this one is the crane form, the bird form. You might like to think of the crane as having kind of big body and the tall, skinny legs, waiting in the middle of the pond for the fish to stop noticing that it's there. That's when it will be able to get its lunch. So we'll see if we can slowly get to it. Make sure you feel warmed up. Okay. So let's just shift weight, one leg and then the other. The first part of the crane form involves us taking both hands up above the body. So shift the weight onto one leg. And then as the hands come back, we're going to take one set of toes behind. Feet can stay on the floor. And then lifting up and returning. Notice what happened to your breath then. Lifting up, new breath. Sighing out, one set of toes gently come behind. Keep breathing. New breath comes. And we settle back. All right, find your rhythm. Feet don't have to leave the ground, but they can if you like, if you feel stable and steady. Take a break if you need to at any time. Rain is a form for the metal element. Metal element, when out of balance, we tend to hold on to the past, to maybe have feelings of sadness or grief or loss. When we bring it into balance, we suddenly feel strength to deal with life as it is in front of us. Sense of courage, sense of righteousness. Metal element is our lung and large intestine, our ability to inspire, to inspiration. And then, of course, respirit, respiration. Just notice how your breath and body work together. Breath and nervous system work together. Come back, bring the palms onto the body. As always, just noticing how you feel after the form. Just let your heart rate slow. Okay, the second half of our crane form. Arms are going to come out by the side. And just notice that my weight is on one side. This next time my arms come up, maybe my knee will follow if I feel strong and steady. And then sinking down, letting go. Shift your weight to the other side. So that bird now is taking flight. But again, don't feel of it as a rising motion. Think of it as a sinking motion. We're still connected to the ground. Let every breath come and go. Notice if you suddenly become serious, you might invite that smile back. Sense of courage and just allowing everything to come, everything to go. Not holding on too tightly to what we have or what we know. Let's always take a break if you need to. Okay, next time the hands come down, just bring them back onto the body. Maybe say, I have arrived, or this is my destination. Just stillness, listening, noticing, allowing. All right, today's practice, we're going to finish by tracing the meridians of our body. And we'll do it in the order of the 24-hour clock of Chinese medicine. So we'll start at 7 a.m. in the morning when you might be waking up thinking about your belly, feeding your belly, your stomach, and your spleen. This is our earth element. Bring your fingers to the cheeks and just tapping down. we're going to follow our stomach meridian, yang meridian of the earth element, down the outside of our legs. Let your head be heavy, all the way down, and then we pick up the spleen meridian and come up the inside line of the leg. And our spleen meridian is going to come right up until we connect to our heart meridian under the armpit. Start it down the inside line of the arm. We're at 11 a.m. now. And then right to the little finger, we're going to turn our hand and come up the back of our arm, our small intestine meridian, the yang meridian for the fire element. And we come right up to the top of the head, our bladder meridian, zigzagging down the side of the head, the back of the neck, the back of the shoulders. Pick it up either side of your spine, and you can trace it all the way down the back of the legs. Big sigh, longest meridian line in the body. Now we come up our kidney meridian, the yin meridian of the water element, the inside line of the legs again, right up to the top of our chest. We'll finish at this point called elegant mansions, just tapping just under the collarbone. From here, we'll trace our pericardium meridian down the middle of the arm, our heart protector, the yin meridian of the fire element, and then back up the outside of the arm, our triple heater, keeping our body temperature even. And now we find our gallbladder down the side, shoulders, all the way down the side of the body, hips, outside of the legs. From our gallbladder, the yin element of the wood is our liver meridian. We tap up the inside line of the legs. And then we meet at our lung meridian, this time the outside line of the arm. 3 o'clock in the morning. Hopefully we're asleep. And at 5, we come up our large intestine, the yang meridian of the metal element, all the way across to the opposite side of our nostril. You might like to do both sides of the nostril, and we're right back where we started on our stomach meridian. Let's just keep tapping here for a moment. You might like to tap the top of the chest. We might bring the little fingers together, the end of our fire element. Just let the fingers knock into each other. Now we'll turn our Qigong point on the inside of our wrist towards each other. And then roll them over, a little bit tender here. This is our Hegu point on our large intestine meridian. From here, we're going to bring our fingers right up to the crown of the head, and just any loose, restless energy you might find. You can scratch, you can comb through if you like. We'll just keep tapping. And when you're ready, hands come together. Let's create last little bit of heat. And as we always do, let's bring hands to heart. Noticing how our body feels, maybe how our mind feels, our spirit feels. And we'll extend thanks to ourselves for being here, and then, of course, to each other with a bow.